we're going to explore another method for creating a shape around this part. And this is called a bounding box. So like before, we'll start by creating a new level. I'll do level 108. And we'll call this fixture setup 1, wireframe 3. This will also be the active level, and I will hide level 107 just to make it easier. And I'll turn on level 10 for part geometry. With 108 being my active level, let's go to bounding box. Now I'm still drawing in a two-dimensional mode. And here my construction mode is set to 2D, and I'm still at 15.5, which, if you recall, was set when I selected the bottom of my part. So in the bounding box function, I'm going to select the geometry that I want to use to define the bounding box, and I hit End Selection. With the bounding box tool selected, I can choose the shape called rectangular, and I can add in whatever size I want. In this case, it's creating a shape that precisely fits the part. In this case, I'm going to choose lines and arcs and corner points, so it's going to put a point on each corner. When I click OK, you'll notice that level 108 now has 8 entities, which makes sense because it's 4 lines and 4 points. What I can do here is go back into offset chains like we've seen before. I'll offset this off to the left. And again, I'm gonna now do copy instead of move and click OK. And the only reason I did that is if we zoom in down here, we now have a location here which we know is 1 millimeter off to the left of the part and down from the part. So what I'm going to do is go into my point tool and put a point right there. And we're going to use that for our new rectangular shape. So now let's click on all these pieces of geometry, everything except that one point. And I can window select around the points. And then hit delete. So I'm left with just this one point, which we know, again, is 1 millimeter to the left and 1 millimeter down. So now I'll go into rectangular shapes. And I'll use my 200 by 200, which remembers the settings from last time. And we're going to go right to there. So in this particular example, we did all that work just to get the point there. But now I have a piece of stock, which I know surrounds the part and is precisely 200 by 200.